All right, good morning and welcome back to Activated Mornings right here on WEFM 99.9. I'm your host, Crystal, and this morning we got in studio Miss Aiko Roudette. She is the director of Hairouna Film Festival, and she's going to tell us all about the HFF. It's more commonly known as HFF. All right, okay, so tell us about Hairouna Film Festival.
Okay, good morning, everybody. It's wonderful to be here. Thank you so much, Crystal.
No problem. Anytime.
Hairouna Film Festival was started in 2019, and it's an organization that's committed to developing the audiovisual sector, the film, movie industry here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we do it through a number of ways. We bring in amazing movies from around the Caribbean, movies that I guarantee nobody in St. Vincent has seen, because majority of stuff that we watch is just like Hollywood stuff, Nigerian stuff.
Yeah.
So this is the idea behind that, was to bring these movies in because they represent our cultures, they represent our identities, and they kind of build up pride for who we are and love for who we are, love for our people. They celebrate our people, our cultural context, and they just lift all of us up and start conversations that we should be having. And then I know as well, like, it's important, I think we have a lot of tendency to look outside at things and think things might be better elsewhere, or that things from other places might be more valuable. But these stories really, really show us that what we have at home is really authentic and really powerful. And it's just, they entertain, they inspire, they delight us, and they're just beautiful. So when I saw what was going on in the Caribbean film world, I thought to myself, wow, really want to share these things with my beautiful home country that I love so much. And then the film festival for 2023 is coming up next week. But before I get into that, actually, I wanted to mention that as well as showing the movies, we also do a lot of film education initiatives. So we started a script writing competition last year, and we had a first-time woman, Grace Peters-Clark, first-time writer-director that won that competition.
She actually taught me in school.
Oh, for real?
Yes, she was my English B teacher at GHS. Yeah.
So that's really the idea, is that all of these talents and all of these amazing people that we have here really get a chance to sort of push their careers up and amplify, share their stories with St. Vincent and with the region, and not just the region, but internationally. Because as a part of this festival work, I was in Switzerland last year, and then this year I was also invited to Berlin and to the Berlinale to represent Vincentian film at the European film market. And what these things are showing us is that there's more of a focus now on Caribbean film as an emergent cinema space. So that means that the world is looking at us. They're interested in our stories. There are buyers out there who want our work. So it's really a time that's full of opportunity for us here in St. Vincent, as film is also one of the fastest growing industries in the entire world. Yes. And I mean, video is like a main way that we communicate. Everybody wants videos, needs videos. We're on our phones all the time, looking at videos all the time. I mean, so to me, it just makes so much sense for us, for Vincentians, to take advantage of what's going on globally. And and it's just an amazing art form that I love. So I'm happy to do this work.
Okay, awesome. So when you said this work, what exactly do you mean? Are you a director, producer, videographer? What is it seems as creative people, we have like a million titles.
A million things.
So list them for me. List them.
So with the film festival, what I do is I'm the founder director of the film festival. So I run the festival. I'm responsible for its the sort of overall brand. I'm responsible for the kind of objectives that we have, our strategy. Education is a big part of our strategy as well. And then, as well as doing that, which, it's an NGO, it's a nonprofit. So all that work is pretty much volunteer based. As well as doing that, I have my freelancing career. So I direct, I shoot, I edit. I recently started producing, which I've been really enjoying as well. And I try to kind of help cultivate and support other filmmakers in St. Vincent. So when I came back from Berlin, I started a little SVG audiovisual sector group, WhatsApp group. So everybody's just in the same place to just share things that might come up, or if people need a hand with something, or they're looking for a piece of equipment, just to kind of try and connect us together, because I feel like I know collaboration can be so difficult, but it's so worthwhile if we can make it work.
Yeah.
because we can just achieve so much more when we're connected. And I know personally, I just feel better about stuff when I feel like, okay, there's a community or there's somewhere you can, you know,
At least there's something that you could reach out to.
something, and people can feel less isolated and feel more connected. And in general, I think that that just can improve your day-to-day experience of life.
Yeah, and help you within the creative sector. Some people give up because they don't have support. And because the creative industry, I find, I think it's changing now, but I felt like there was a time when we were kind of pushed in the corner. So it was absolutely necessary for us to lean on each other. I mean, I can't think of the names right now, but I know that there are people who just were consistent, even though society told them what you're doing isn't really going to make you any money. But in the long run, it really paid off. So it's really nice that you were able to get people together. Another thing with that, some people tend to hold on to the rationale that, oh, it's not going to work. So I'm really happy that you tried. Now, some of the films you said were from the region. Now, the activities that you have coming up, tell us about that. Are you bringing back more regional products or more regional content, or is it going to be more local content this time?
So we're doing a mixture of both. So this year we're really excited because we're starting out. We're back on Calico playing field like we did in 2019, which was before the pandemic. So now we're back on Calico playing field, which was such a nice vibe last year.
It was.
It was really, really nice. And we're opening the festival on the 5th of May, and that's with a double feature. That's the work of this Caribbean filmmaker who's based in Toronto. But one of the reasons, the main feature film that we're showing is actually about a carnival queen called Joella Crichton, who's a Vincentian, has Vincentian heritage, but she holds the most carnival queen titles in the world. So this film is really about her journey. And, everybody, we all love carnival. And I really learned so much when I saw this movie because I had no idea what really goes into the artistry of like being a carnival queen and, the whole behind the scenes. I mean, it's just so fascinating. It's really, really interesting seeing what goes into it. So we're opening up with that. It's a family friendly event. We're partnering with Sundown Cinema. So they're doing all the projection stuff. We'll have a little bit of food and everything's free. So, you just come through. And then on Saturday, the 6th of May is really what I would say is the most important night of the whole festival because that's the Vincentian Film Night. And so that's really at the heart of what we're doing at HFF is supporting our local, authentic Vincentian stories. And, what we've noticed over the years is that because of the film festival, people feel incentivized to make work because they know, okay, I have somewhere I can show it with my community. So people are messaging me even throughout the year. When is the festival? Telling me, will my work be done on time? I don't know, people really pushing to try and get work done because they know that. So, and inevitably, if people are making more work and they're pushing themselves to make work, the standard of what we're doing here is going to improve and increase and grow. Our community will grow. So Saturday the 6th is the Vincentian Film Night. So I really encourage everybody to come out, support your local films. I know you might go to the cinema, you might go out and watch your Hollywood thing, but you have a chance to come and support some local filmmakers who really work so hard in an emergent space, a space that's very new. It's very difficult to, like we were saying before, stay motivated when there isn't so much support and when we're at the kind of beginnings of the industry. And we have some incredible films on that evening. Like Jamali Jack is showing work, Dante Oliver, Ackley Alton, Javed D'Souza, just to name a few of the filmmakers. We also I participated a few weeks ago in a filmmaking workshop that was put on by UE Seismic called Explosive Transformations. And that happened up in Sandy Bay, but for people from Fancy, Sandy Bay, and Oya. And they made 3 amazing short films that we're going to show at the festival as well. And, that's really important because of everything that they've gone through for them to get the chance to sort of express and process their experiences and they're all going to come down. They're coming down for the screening. So they're going to be there in person to see themselves on the big screen.
Hey.
So that's the kind of energy. And yeah, it's just all about, spreading love for who we are, and yeah, just uplifting ourselves and coming together and
That's really
having
good.
a nice time.
That's really good. So the film festival, this year's edition, starts from the 5th of May. When does it run to?
It runs until the 13th of May. So that's our closing night. And we are having an event at Float Beach Bar. That's our closing night event. And we're going to have a filmmaker. We're showing a film called Wishing for Wings, which is this really interesting documentary that's shot in a juvenile detention facility in Trinidad. It's about a literacy program. And let me tell you, the movie, oh my gosh, it is so powerful. It's so moving. Really emotional.
I'm hearing it in your voice.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it in your voice.
For real. And we're actually going to have the filmmaker from Trinidad, Kim Johnson, the director, is going to be there in person for the Q&A afterwards.
Oh, nice.
So, and Float is a really nice, we did a screening there in 2019. It's a really nice.
It's very intimate.
And, it's a really nice vibe, nice way to end out the festival.
Yeah.
And then throughout the week, we have all online screenings. So if you go to our social media or our website, which is HairounaFF.org is our website, Hairouna FF on Instagram, Facebook, or Hairouna Film Festival, you'll find us. And then you'll find the link that takes you to the streaming platform, and it's very straightforward process. You can get free tickets for all of our online screenings, which are films from all around the region on a whole topic of things, themes of migration, themes of, like, we have films that are about the female Caribbean experience and perspective. So we just have beautiful films. We've got some amazing animation films from Jamaica. We've been collaborating with the president of the Jamaican Animation Association as well, and he sent us a lot of work. So and something I've realized too is that, people are popping up who I didn't realize. Like, when we reached out to him, he was like, wow, I'm a big fan of the festival. And I was like, the president of the Animation Association in Jamaica is a big fan of the festival. He's like, yes, I went to all the screenings last year. And, so you don't really realize, but, people are taking note, and it bringing a lot of attention towards St. Vincent, which is exactly what I wanted from this project.
How far do you want it to go, HFF? To the moon.
To the stars and beyond. Yeah. I think that, when I look into the future for HFF, I think what would really make my heart even more full than it is already is to see, I guess, Vincentian filmmakers taking their work internationally, and having these experiences, sharing their work with the world, and bringing those experiences back into our culture here in St. Vincent, and for more and more of our beautiful, because I know we have so many stories in St. Vincent,
that is true.
Many stories in St. Vincent. So to see what can happen when these stories can emerge and be shared with Vincentian society, and see what that cultural exchange can be, I think it will add a lot of positive, empowering experiences to people here. And and I just want to see people, as a creative person, and like what you were saying before, sometimes, it can be very difficult for us to navigate, and find our way. So I want people to feel supported, and I want for these films and this experience to support us understanding that, we matter, our perspectives matter, our stories matter, who we are matters. And just want to share good art and have a good time.
All right, awesome. Somebody saying you're very passionate in what you do. Keep up the good work, and congrats to you. You're a great representative of Vincy young people. Now we have to wrap up. I feel like there's so many things that we could talk about. Might have to do a part 2. Who knows? But we have to wrap up now. So you didn't tell us the time for May 5th. It's Calico Playing Field. What time?
Yes. So May 5th is at May 5th is at 7:30.
Mhm.
and May 6th is 6:30.
Okay.
Giving a little more time on the Friday because work and things.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
is it Saturday will also be at the Calico playing field?
Yes, Saturday is also at the Calico playing field, and we're gonna have like a little after hang, like Duggan's Bar across the road.
Hey, listen.
They just renovated and things, so we're gonna have a little lime there afterwards.
Okay.
So
Okay.
little mix and
Okay.
mingle.
Okay. I am looking forward to it. I want to wish you all the best and congratulations once again
Thank you so much.
on starting HFF and continuing with it. And you have a plan, and I think that's one of the most important things to see. At least have a vision.
Yeah.
All right. People without a vision will perish. So that's really wonderful. All the very best. And
thank you so much, Crystal.
I will see you running around.
Yeah.
Trying to put things in on Friday, May 5th. All the best.
All right. Thanks so much.
All right. You're welcome. And with that, we end this morning.